Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, 2 weeks in a row, we're keeping the consistency going here. How are you this afternoon?
I'm great. Yes, I'm really happy to come back, James. Thank you.
Yes, it's good to catch up with you and talk to you. Of course, we had a big announcement on the weekend. Jon Jones has retired. He has vacated his heavyweight title. Tom Aspinall is now the undisputed heavyweight champion. Were you surprised by this? Were you surprised to hear that Jon is going to be walking away from MMA?
I'm not surprised. No, Jones is a big legend in sport. He did a lot for sports. He made his money. He feel like it's the time to retire. I think he still have the fire in your heart for continue. If you're not, he's the legend in sport. He did a lot for us.
Yeah, I wasn't really surprised either, just with the simple fact that, I think he's sort of done everything he needs to do. I know a lot of people want to see that Tom Aspinall fight, but, maybe for Jon, it's not worth, having the fight with all the things he's done already. So, we'll see. MMA retirements never last. We just were last week talking about Amanda Nunes, who is potentially coming back to fight Kayla Harrison. So we'll see if that retirement sticks. Just before we move off Jon, is there like a favorite memory of yours from Jon Jones? For me personally, Cris, that fight with Alexander Gustafsson in Toronto, I was cage side for that fight. That's probably my favorite memory of Jon Jones. Do you have a favorite memory?
The favorite memory when we fight same card, when I fight for the title, 145. We did. He fought Cormier, the same card. It was really nice to fight him together. He's a legend. I always give support to me when I fight each other. I have a great memory when I fight Mano Nunes. He was the same card too. So it's nice. He's a real champion, real example.
Yeah, you had a great photo on your Twitter actually this week, which was really cool to see you and Jon together, which was awesome. We always talk PFL on here. Of course, a couple weeks ago, you were at PFL Nashville. We had the big PFL event last week, and one of the big highlights, and I wanted to talk about her here today because I don't think she gets nearly enough credit, and that's Liz Carmouche, 41 years old, Cris, still picking up big wins. She's headed to the finals. How impressed were you with what Liz has done? Strikeforce, UFC, Bellator, now PFL. It's pretty remarkable what she's doing at 41 years of age.
It was a really great fight, I'm really excited for her. She's keep training hard. She have a fire in her heart. Like I said, I was just talk a little bit her in Instagram. I'm really happy for her, and she was a great match in the front. And let's see. I believe she can be the champion.
Yeah, so much experience and just a very, very well-accomplished fighter. I can't forget about Liz Carmouche. We got UFC 317 this weekend. That's actually why we're doing the show a little bit earlier this week. I'm going to be going to Las Vegas tomorrow to check out the card. But we got the big main event. It's Charles Oliveira fighting for the title again, a vacant title. Of course, Islam Makhachev moving up to 170, and he'll be facing the former featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria. Of course, Ilia Topuria coming off those two knockout wins over Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Who do you like this weekend? I know you're a big Charles Oliveira fan, but do you think he can get it done? What do you think of this fight on Saturday?
Charles Oliveira is getting better and better. His couple of fights is getting better. His last fight he did it great. I believe he's coming with the victory. He's very excited for this fight, and everybody knows that we shoot the box, and I'm very excited for his next fight.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Topuria's fought one time up at lightweight. He ended up winning that fight, but it was against a much easier opponent. I think we can all say that. Charles Oliveira is an absolute legend. So we'll see. Can Topuria knock him out? That's going to be the big question. I'm really excited for that fight. I think that's a very good second option because obviously we wanted Ilia and Islam, but I think if you can't get Islam, Charles Oliveira next best option. So really excited for that fight there. Let's do our Portuguese saying of the week. We're coming up to summer. My kids are going to be out of school here pretty soon. In Canada, by the way, the kids go out a little bit later. I know in the US kids are already out of school, but here in Canada we got one more week left. So it's going to be summertime here very quickly. So how do I say in Portuguese it's summertime?
É verão. É verão.
É verão.
Yes.
Got it on the first try. You see, last week I was really rusty. If you missed the show last week, I was struggling big time, and it's because I'm going to blame it on the mic rust. They say cage rust. I'll say mic rust because we haven't done the show in a while, so that certainly makes sense. Before we get out of here, Cris, what do you got the rest of the week? You got any big plans? You doing anything interesting for the rest of the week? Can you let our audience know what you got planned in the next little bit here?
No, for now I just maintain training a little bit. Soon I can announce my next fight, but it's still a little far. But we keep it training a little bit. This weekend I'm going to be at the Jacob and watching Homa live fights here in LA. I'm very excited, and yes, keep it rolling, keep it training and keep motivated.
That's great. Well, I want to talk about that a little bit quickly. So you're going to check out the boxing. What's it like? And we've talked about this before. You have a big fan base in MMA, but I see all the time boxers and boxing fans come up to you as well. How cool is it for you where, you know, not all MMA fighters have boxing fans, but you have both? Like, it really seems like people gravitate towards you, even at boxing events. How cool is that for you?
No, it makes me really happy. You know, before I came to boxing, people already in boxing already know who I am. I think my style of fight, they're really excited. I always have to finish the fight by KO and punches, and then I believe that people really like my style of fight. So it makes me really happy, and they come now to doing some boxing fights. I'm really happy, you know, people giving me a welcome, and I love my job. I think the most thing is when you send good energy for their fans, and I'm happy, you know, to be willing to do some boxing fight between my MMA fights.
Great. Yeah, we're looking forward to that and looking forward to UFC 317. Before we get out of here, though, anything you got coming up. So first and foremost, CrisCyborg.com. Costs less than a cup of coffee. You can sign up there. You get the Q&As every month. If you guys want to talk to Cris, ask her questions. They're doing the Q&As every month. You get the behind-the-scenes stuff there as well. You also got your OnlyFans, which is nice behind-the-scenes look at everything that you're doing. You got the instructional videos. What do you got going on outside the cage, Cris, so you can let our audience know about?
Nah, you know, just to chill this time with my family. And yeah, if you guys know a little bit about me, just come to, you guys can follow my OnlyFans. We have amazing video every week. Have a know a little bit about what I'm doing, and announce my next fight probably soon. So I'm really excited about all this and keep training.